Hello everyone. So today we will see Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for the next week. So hope many of you are worried about today's gap down and today's move. But let's discuss for next week how Nifty and Bank Nifty is going to react. So last week when we made a video, we have marked these levels on the Bank Nifty chart and on the Nifty chart as well. Again, I don't want to repeat same thing here, these levels. You can go back and check my last video, but today we will look with a new lens, new eyes, how Nifty and Bank Nifty price action is unfolding. Let's look in a different way. We already know the supply zones and demand zones, but as we also discuss the supply and demand zones, but also we look some other points of Nifty and Bank Nifty so that we are prepared for the next week, how Nifty and Bank Nifty is going to react, what are the important levels that we have to observe. So now I'm coming back to this chart. On this chart, you see only one indicator, which is the exponential moving average, which is 200 EMA. So this is a 200 EMA moving average, which is plotted on the chart here. So if you see Nifty have given a breakdown on the 200-day moving average, it came down, given a fall, and given a pullback close to 200 moving average. Again, given a fall, again it came back and tested this 200 moving average, and from here we got the fall. But is that because of only 200 moving average indicator we got the fall here? So there are many other factors which by which this fall has come. Let's see few of them here today. So people think the simple fib tool, this is a simple fib tool, and this will not act as expected. But if you see, if you draw a fib from top to bottom here, generally whenever a market falls, so it gives retracement up to 0.5 to 0.618 level, where 0.618 is called as a golden retracement zone. So if you see here, market have given a fall and it bounced to this 0.5 0.618 zone. From here it got a rejection, again it bounced to this zone, again it got a rejection, again bounce, again rejection, again bounce, again rejection. So almost one time, two time, three time, four times it now tested this zone. Almost four times this zone has been tested, 0.5 0.618 level, and after testing this zone for the four times, now we got a full pullback. Generally, if you take an example of a wall, let's assume this is a wall. Okay, here you have a hammer, you are hitting this wall with the hammer. First time this wall will be strong, it will not break. Second time it will be still strong, it will not break. Let's assume 80-20. So 20% it is now weak and 80% it is strong after second time. When you hit for the third time, still the wall is strong because it is 80-20. By then you are hitting for the third time. When you hit for the third time, this will become 40 and this will become 60. Now again fourth time when you are hitting, so obviously what will happen, this will reverse, these ratios will reverse. Now 40% it will be strong and 60% it will be weak. So now this resistance zone also is now 60% weak because already price went and tapped this zone for almost four times, and four times you got a rejection, and all the four times it never broken this low. Generally, if market has to fall, if it has to take the rejection from this 0.5 to 0.618 zone, and it has to give further fall downside, generally it will break this low. But this low is not broken, this low is still safe. Market is just giving pullback and taking support, and again going back and testing, tapping this zone for multiple times. Now this resistance has become weak and buyers are accumulating positions here in this zone. Buyers are accumulating positions. Already buyers have accumulated positions here. That is where price is not coming down below this zone, and now buyers started accumulating their positions here. Today finally price came exactly to the buyer zone, and from here the price got reacted today. So now you understood the concept of this fib. So if you draw a fib from top to bottom, just mark this zone on your charts. This 0.5 0.618 zone, you just mark this zone on your charts. This zone is now a weak resistance zone. Sorry, let me put the red. This zone is now a weak resistance zone. So again, when price comes back to this zone is not going to act as a resistance further. You might see one red candle here, but you are not going to see a fall like this here. From here price is going to break this time when again price bounce back to this zone. Again when price is bouncing back to this zone, this time the price might reject here small, and it is going to give a breakout of this zone this time. So this is about the resistance. Now about the support, let's discuss about the support with simple fib concept. Okay, same fib concept we will discuss support. So now we have drawn fib from high to low. So this is one swing. Within this you have another swing from low to high, which where the price was rejecting here continuously at this 0.5 0.618 zone. This was the resistance. Now if I draw a fib from this high to this low, this high to this low, where is our 0.5 0.618 zone is coming? This is that zone. 0.618 zone is this. Now price finally came back and tested again this zone. Here one time it tested, went up, again broken, again it have taken supported 0.382 level, which is very good on the pullback. If it is taking, if it is market is not coming below this 0.318 zone, then that is a good sign of buyers. If price have to go down, by now price would have broken this level, broken this zone. So but price is holding here. Price went back, taken resistance here, now came back again to this 0.5 0.618 zone. So from here now price might go little sideways here. So on Monday we might see a little flat to little gap up, and price might go sideways here. But on Monday it might go sideways here. Tuesday we have monthly expiry. Tuesday again price might go and test 24,100 zone. Price might go and test 24,100 zone, and my expectation is price should go and test 24,160 to 200 zone by Tuesday. 24,160 to 200 zone market have to test at least on monthly expiry. In case if market is not testing, holding this level on Tuesday as well, maybe by end of this month market is going to test this level till it is not breaking 23,400 zone. Now 23,400 zone is a crucial zone. So downside we have many supports, but at the moment take an assumption that 23,400 can be our SL for us to try for the long side from here in this zone. So now we have a good candle created here today. Good buying has emerged today with 23,400 as our SL. We can attempt for long in Nifty for the first target of 24,160 to 200, and next target will be 24,333 to 400. 24,333 to 400 will be the next target in Nifty for the upside. So if this zone is getting broken, I mean if Nifty sustains above 24,666 level, if Nifty sustains above 24,666 level, soon we will be seeing 25,600 level as well in Nifty. For that, for this to be achieved, Nifty have to close at least a daily candle above this level. But at the moment, take an assumption that this is far away target and this is the nearest target, but the achievable targets are 24,160 to 200 and 24,333 to 400 are the achievable targets. Above this, if market sustains about 24,666 in future coming days, we will see this as our next target. For downside, now let's discuss about support and resistances. Now we have discussed about the FIP concept, how you have to identify the support and resistance or the retracement levels. More than support resistance, retracement levels we can get to know with the help of FIP. So now we know the retracement level, that this is the 0.5 0.618 level on the downside. This will act as a support, and we have 0.5 0.618 level on the upside. This will act as a resistance. Now market is sandwiched in between these retracement levels. Now let's discuss support and resistance. So here, if I draw a zone for support, this is the first support I see in Nifty. Major support, this is the major support. In case Monday also, if market opens gap downs and comes and tests this level 24,300 to 350 zone, just with this candle low as an SL, we can go long for a swing trade in Nifty, at least for 800 to 1000 points in Nifty for the upside if price comes and tests this zone. If price is getting reversed from the zone, this is the zone where we can attempt for a long. This is the zone we can attempt for a long with this candle low as an SL. And as we discussed our targets, 24,160 to 200 first target, 24,333 to 400 as our next target. So with this candle low as a stop loss also, still we can attempt for long here, but with very less quantity. With very less quantity, we can attempt for a long here in Nifty. But in case Monday, if market comes and test this level, or by Monday, Tuesday, if market comes and test this level, if price comes and test 23,300 to 350 zone, that is where we can really go long with 300 as our SL, or else with this candle low as our SL, 23,050 as our SL, we can go long for 800 to 1000 points in Nifty. But upside, we have resistance, but now those resistances have become weak. As we discussed, this 20th April candle is a resistance for us in Nifty. So this is a supply zone we have in Nifty here. This I was telling since this candle was created, I was telling this as the supply zone. If you can go back and watch my videos, price many times came to this zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10, 15 times. Now price came, tested this, but price was never breaking this low. Okay, price was never breaking this low or this low now. Okay, so it means that the buyers are strong now. This resistance have now become weak. Now when again price comes close to this resistance, this is going to break 100%. Okay, so this is on daily. On weekly also, you have a supply zone here in Nifty. We know that what is that weekly supply zone. This also we were discussing from so long. This is our weekly supply candle. So this is one more supply zone we have on weekly time frame, which is what we have seen in our last videos. So we have daily and weekly supply zones. These have been tested multiple times, and here in Nifty also we have weekly supply zone here. Sorry, weekly demand zone here. So above weekly demand zone, we have daily demand zone, and here we have daily supply zone, and we have weekly supply zone. So market is sandwiched between these levels. And one more observation is Nifty today came and filled this gap. Nifty has come and filled this gap today. If you see, this was the gap. Exactly, Nifty came and filled this gap today. Fill this gap today, and this was our previous week's candles low. So Nifty slightly closed down below last almost 5 weeks candle low, very slightly, but we have a wick from the downside. The buying has emerged from the downside. Again, Nifty is almost back into the range. And one more observation I wanted to tell here on daily time frame is, so this is an RSI. So this is not a very special indicator. So here you have in on fires, if you are trading on fires, you have RSI momentum divergence here. So if you see here from so long downside, the RSI, it went maximum to this level, 2321 level downside. I would say 23 level maximum. Now we are at almost 20 level, 19.86 change. So there is a very less scope of fall in Nifty here. If you go back and see below this line, this RSI has never went down. Okay, slightly you are seeing from so long. If I see from 2020 also, below this it went slightly little down, again came back inside, and this is the line above. RSI never went above this line. Okay, now here coming back to the current situation now, so we are very close to this line. We are very close to this line. In case if we get a dip and this line is tested, then the buying will emerge from here. This RSI will turn into the green and buying will emerge from here. From here, slowly we might go till top end of the RSI. Again, top end is same 23 range, bottom end is also same 23 range. This is available on FIRE's RSI momentum divergence. You can apply this and you can mark this lines, top end 23, bottom end 23, and you just observe how price is reacting here. So this is one important thing I would just wanted to tell as part of this video. So this is about Nifty. Now let's see about Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, the interesting fact is, if I go to weekly time frame, Bank Nifty came back into this range. This was the last 5 weeks low. Now Bank Nifty came back into this range. Bank Nifty closed above this range. Bank Nifty also filled this gap last week itself, and now Bank Nifty again closed back into this range. In Bank Nifty on weekly time frame, we have this as our demand zone. In case if fall has to come, Bank Nifty will come maximum to this range. Okay, 54,800 range. And upside again we have this supply zone here, weekly supply zone. So market was exactly rejecting from this zone, and from here we got the fall. Even when this bullish candle closed, I said we have a supply zone. Market will not break this zone in our previous videos. So now market have reacted here. So now market back into this range again. From here we have to see next week how price is going to react in Bank Nifty as well. So in Bank Nifty we have one more demand zone here. So this is one more demand zone we have in Bank Nifty. So we have Bank Nifty 4 demand zones, 2 demand zones here, bottom side, and top side we have one supply zone on weekly time frame. Again, these supply zones tested multiple times. 1 2 3 4 price is staying near the supply zone. We might see a breakout of the supply zone very soon. This is on weekly time frame. Coming back to daily time frame, we have a supply zone on daily time frame, which is 5th March candle. So this is also a supply zone in Bank Nifty. This 5th March candle is a supply zone in Bank Nifty. This also tested 3 times now. Again now when price come back and test this zone, this is not going to act as a supply zone. Today slightly market closed about 200 EMA on daily time frame in Bank Nifty. RSI also, if you see, the bottom range of this is this and top range is this. Now almost previously only we have tested this bottom range, and here if you see the divergence, here if you see, when this candle was tested, when this candle got created, it have tested this bottom range. Now here you see this is the lower high and this is the lower low, whereas in RSI you see higher lower low and lower high. So here you are seeing the divergence in RSI as well in Bank Nifty. If I has to draw this divergence, you see here lower low divergence, whereas here you are going to see the lower high divergence. Here you are going to see the lower high divergence. This is one divergence where markets in next week will react positively. Already whatever dip we got today is a panic dip, which I have already told in my WhatsApp community in the morning also. Today market might open gap down to create panic and test this zone, and then market will react upside. If you see, this post I have posted almost on 16th. On 16th July, I have posted this post. Tomorrow, if separate market opens, it will test 24,300 to 350 zone range. Here, book CEs, average PEs. If no open positions are there, enter short side with 24,500 as SL. The positional target as 23,750 to 780. On 16th, I have posted within a week. Now, market have tested. Just within a week, we have seen that 800 points fall in Nifty within a week. Exactly on this candle, when this candle created, then I said we can book our Cs and we can enter Ps, or else the existing Ps average with this stop loss of 24,500 for the target of this zone. Exactly, market exactly came and tested this zone, so our downside view is completed. So now I'm very little spectacle on the downside. Hope this analysis have helped you how to track using Fibonacci, how to track those pivot levels, and how to see those retracement levels, how to mark this supply and demand zones. Hope you got some learning from this video along with the analysis. Just focus on learning, not only an analysis. Down the line, you should be able to do this analysis on your own with the help of simple tools. You don't need any rocket science here. Just with the help of simple tools, you can do your analysis with the help of price action, supply zones, demand zones, and with the help of Fibonacci. These three are more than enough for us to understand the market, analyze the market. So thanks everyone. We will again meet in the next video. In case if you are interested, I will be sharing my WhatsApp community link under this video description. You can come and join our community. It's free, no charges. I'm not going to charge anything there. It's free. I'm going to give some input, some insights in the live market in my free WhatsApp community for the learning purpose. Don't come there for buy sell recommendations or call trades, PE trades. Whatever I see in the market for educational purpose, I will post there. You can analyze yourself, and accordingly you can make your decisions and take your trades. Thank you everyone.